Trai Essex. Yeah.
Hey, what up,
What's
man?
up, fellas?
Hey, we're doing good. We told Coach Foster you was coming on because he mentioned he went ahead and mentioned you because he was talking about guys as he's coach, and you were the first name he brought up. We was like, oh wait, yeah, he's coming right up next. So that was a perfect opportunity to tell him you said what's up, man. He had nothing but great things to say about you.
Hey, he was my introduction to high school basketball. He was my freshman coach, and obviously was on the staff for the varsity team. And so the lessons I learned from Coach JJ have still applied to life today. He's been critical in who I became as an athlete and as a man. And it's amazing what he's still doing. Unfortunately, it's at Southside now. Unfortunately, he's not with my Harding Hawks. But
yeah, we did not like each other.
Don't really exist anymore. So
but we did not like each other. Harding and Southside, we did not get along.
Not at all. But we always knew where to go to find the hype games, though. Either Southside was coming over to watch Harding play, or Harding was going over to watch Southside play. We knew where the athletes were.
That's right. Yeah, I love Coach Foster, man. And he knows since I got into media 11 years ago, I think he's one of the first coaches I even talked to when I first got into media. I was showing up to media day, and just you gain that camaraderie with these coaches, and he's just one that he's always been the same guy. He's never switched up or nothing like that.
Oh no!
And that's something that I love about him, man. Coaches switch up sometime, but not him. I love Coach Foster, man. That's why I was in a hurry to get him on.
Yeah, that's family right there. It's not even a coach anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
And I had the trifecta between him and Coach Stevens and Coach Gooden. A boy couldn't ask for better role models to look up to and be a part of.
Coach Gooden too. Yeah, wow, I took it back. My brother played for him too. So man, we got a lot to get to, man. As you are a busy guy, very, very much appreciate you coming on. We got to talk some NFL. Yeah. I know you host a great show hosted by you and Charlie Batch, former quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll definitely let you plug that later on before you go, but I got to start off. Your thoughts? You got a new coach. Mike Tomlin is out. You got Mike McCarthy, and by your facial expression, I think I know where this is going. How is the Steelers fan base? How are you feeling right now?
Let me preface this by saying it took me 24 hours to get here. And yesterday when I initially heard the news, I was actually out playing tennis and I screamed, no! Like, of all coaches to hire, of all the people that were in and out the Pittsburgh building during this process, I was like, I had a feeling that we were going to go that way just because it feels like the comfortable decision for the Rooneys. He has Pittsburgh ties. He has a proven track record, but he's been fired twice, right? And he's getting up there in age. I'm not an ageist. Not saying that, old people can't coach. And I'm not even saying 62 is all that old, but I do have questions on if the game has passed him by. Granted, after 24 hours, I came to the conclusion that I understand the hire, don't necessarily still like it. I understand not wanting to bring a young coach into a team that doesn't have a plan at the quarterback position. You're setting up a young coach who doesn't have any experience, head coaching experience, to fail if you don't have a quarterback. And so I understand he has a track record. He's worked with Drew Brees. He's worked with Brett Favre. He's worked with A-Rod. He worked with Joe Montana early on. And so he has the history. He knows what it looks like at that position. So I understand it. Still not excited about it.
Who would you have gone with? Who was your, leader in the clubhouse?
I wanted Robert Saleh. I just feel like he has that mentality. What he did in San Francisco this year with the patchwork of defense, with all those injuries that he had to deal with, losing Fred Warner, losing Bosa, Greenlaw lost him in free agency. For the San Fran to play how they played down the stretch, I was really impressed, and I thought he deserved a second opportunity. If it wasn't him, I was looking at Chris Shula from the Rams. I was on that hype train with him and Schulhouse, the quarterback coach, to be our OC, even though he's an Illinois guy. I'm a Northwestern guy, really, and so I was going to give him a pass if he came in and made our offense look good. But those are who I thought we were leaning with the history of the Steelers at the coaching position, only having 3 coaches since 1969. I thought they would go younger, but If McCarthy can come in and bring in a young mind to mentor and groom into a head coach, then it's a win. And I understand it a lot more if it's framed under that perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. And with the head, and so I think it was Mathau, the former safety, NFL safety, that tweeted this. But I wanted to get your thoughts on this because it raises a good discussion that I think needs to be had. So,
The honey badger.
yeah,
Okay.
he tweeted, high school. Would you rather be a high school coach and build like a powerhouse high school program, or would you rather be a college or NFL coach where it feels like you move your family around every 5 years or so?
That's simple for me.
Yeah, it's a good discussion because it makes you realize like how interchangeable these head coaching jobs are these days.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, to me, it's a no-brainer. Like, I'd rather just build a high school program. But for you being a former college athlete, NFL player, what would be your perspective on that?
First and foremost, I'm a family man. Before I'm an NFL player, and moving the prospect of moving my kids and my wife to multiple locations is not appealing to me. When we first moved down, we live in Grayson, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. When we first moved down here, I actually had an internship with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I was thinking about coaching. But then once I got there and I was away from the family for 8 weeks and realized the impact it had on my kids, and plus it was a new move for us, it became less appealing for me. And so we also live in an area in Grayson High School, I don't know if you've heard of it, is a powerhouse down here. It's usually nationally ranked in both football and basketball. We didn't know that moving here, and it wasn't the reason why we moved here for that specific high school. We moved down here because of the schools in the area. The wife did a great job doing the research and whatnot. But seeing what Grayson is building, how they built their program, how they get guys to come to them versus, coaches topping every opportunity they get, it's been a sight to see. And it's something that I want my kids to be a part of. And if I were to ever coach, I would want to be part of something like that, building a high school powerhouse, as opposed to just jumping at the next greener grass opportunity.
We got the NFL playoffs coming up later today. And obviously you've been on some teams that made some deep runs. Do you have any stories from your past that you can, rely on to give us kind of a sense of like you're one step away from playing in a lot of, childhood dreams? What is this feeling like for many of these players coming up later today?
For some, it's a whirlwind. For the young guys, you're in the moment. You're not quite understanding the gravity of the moment. You're just there playing. And then you have other guys, vet guys who have been there for a while, where this is kind of like a culmination of their career and what they've been working towards. So you got different personalities and different experiences happening in the locker room all at the same time. I remember, and I've been blessed to be a part of 3 teams that played in the big game. And I had 3 different experiences based on where I was in my career. And so as a rookie coming from Northwestern, where my best year was 6-6, and then coming to a playoff contending team that had just lost in the AFC Championship the year before to Tom Brady and company. They were 15-1 and ready to win a Super Bowl the year that I came in. So I had to come in and contribute right away. I had to make myself valuable right away. And I didn't really have enough time to really think about anything other than what my job was that day. Literally took it day by day. And so as we approached, I think my rookie year, we were 7-5, and on the outside looking in, we had to win every single game just to grab that last playoff spot. So it was an intense last 6 weeks of the seasons because we had to win every single game to go 11-5 and sneak in as the 6th seed. And rest is history. We were able to go on a run, and we beat the Colts, which was a revenge game. I don't know if you remember that game, the famous Jerome Bettis fumble. That he almost had an Ernest Biner moment. But thankfully for Big Ben and
that's right,
Nick Harper's wife is that stabbed him in the knee. That was the big reason why we were able to pull that one out. But we beat Cincy. to start. Then we beat the Colts, and then we had to go to Denver and beat Jake Plummer and the Denver Broncos on our way to Detroit. And so you're a Broncos guy, so you're hype.
I'm hype. I don't know. I'd be a little bit more hype if my quarterback was playing, but
so I do have some inside knowledge about your Broncos. I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
But, so yeah, my rookie year, it was a whirlwind. I played some as a rookie because Marvell Smith went down, so I contributed to that team. And then we win, and then the next year, Coach Cowher, we go 8-8. Coach Cowher retires, and then Coach Tomlin comes in. Go to the playoffs his first year, and then we go and make a run the second year. By that time, I'm starting now, and I'm part of this process. I know what it looked like before. I know the process that we went to. Also know that we have a very dominant defense. And so my experience that year was completely different than it was my rookie year because I felt like I was more ingrained into the team. I felt like I was contributing more, and I had a bigger impact on the result of the game. And so, and also, like, I wanted to be that guy to say I'm a multiple time Super Bowl winner. You know, I was already spoiled. I came in and got one as a rookie, but to come in and get a second one, and in my fourth year in the league, I mean, that was just a tremendous experience. And so some of these guys are going into this game. Sean Payton with your Denver Broncos has been there before.
Yep.
Mike Vrabel has won before. I obviously as a player, and this is his second time in the AFC.
Come on, Ed. Go Pats. Come on, Ed.
Right. And then on the other side, you got McVay, who's been there before and won before in Stafford, and then Seattle and Mike McDonald, who has been a part of it with Baltimore. So you got a lot of experience with every single team as far as Super Bowl winners, but the players themselves, this is a new experience. And so it's going to be interesting how they respond to it.
Yeah, and so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm from Boston and can't help it. I got you.
Go ahead, Ed. You deserve to be hype about this, man.
Hey, go ahead, Ed.
The Pats look good, man. The Pats look good. They've had the easiest way to get to this point.
I swear. You know, people will say that about Denver too, though.
The second string quarterback in Denver, but hey,
yeah. So what you got for me? Because like right now, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm a little hurt. As soon as I seen the news about Bo Nix, I don't want to say my dreams were crushed, but definitely I feel a lot less confident about the game. So what you got for me? You said you got some intel.
There are 3 staff members that are on the Denver Broncos staff that I have a relationship with. Ray Jackson is the player personnel guy. He was our player personnel in Pittsburgh. We came in together. His first year was my rookie year as a player personnel guy. And then Zach Strief is the O-line coach for the Broncos, my right tackle at Northwestern. And Louis Ianni is the running back coach at the Denver Broncos. Did I say? Yeah. So he was with me at Northwestern too. Know those guys very well. And I've had conversations with them. They have all the confidence in the world in Jarrett Stidham. When Russ came to us, they were excited about what Jarrett Stidham could bring to the table before they drafted Bo Nix. And so I think that Stidham is going to come in and not be a liability. Now, he's not as mobile as Bo Nix. You're not going to get those off-schedule plays, but he will work within the framework of a Peyton offense. And I think you'll get more of a quick game, Drew Brees-like type of operation from Stidham versus Bo Nix, who is, he likes to get outside the pocket. He can work within the framework, but he makes a lot of unscheduled plays, and his scrambling ability is a big reason why Denver is able to come back at the end of games like you guys have. I don't know how you guys keep on pulling that off.
All season has been like that. All these close, like, look, man, like my stress level was at all-time high after this year. All these close games, the Colts game too that they should have won, that they gave them up, that they gave away. It's been a stressful year. And just to end, hopefully it doesn't end this way because it would just cap off one stressful year. But yeah, there's been a lot of talk about Stidham and him being the backup, but he's not. There's a lot of people saying he's not your typical backup, which I don't know what that means. He's still a backup quarterback. I don't know what that means. But
I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
I hope so. I'm, this. So what about? So what's your official prediction?
I still think the Pats gonna win, but I think the Pats gonna win, man. Y'all gotta stop that Drake to Booty connection.
Yeah. Oh man.
But I do think that Mike Vrabel, with his experience, now granted, Sean Payton has it too, but those boys seem to be playing hard for Vrabel. And the one thing I will give you is that Denver knows how to get after the quarterback. And that's one thing that the Patriots have been giving up is pressure. And Drake May has been fumbling the ball a lot. 6 times, I think, in these playoffs total.
Yep.
And so, I mean, when you got Zach Allen back there and Nick Bonito.
Yep.
Those guys get after the quarterback. So they're going to be causing havoc. The Surtain, is he healthy? Is he playing?
He's ready to go. Yep.
Okay. Then, yeah, I think your defense is what's going to give you a chance because Houston should have won that game. But if not for CJ Stroud and many turnovers, then but you guys can think. I think you guys can pressure New England like Houston did, and then you guys won't turn the ball over. So that gives you guys a chance.
Yeah. What are your thoughts in the other matchup on the other side? Both games previously in the regular season close. Should we expect another close one tonight?
It all depends on Darnold, man. I think the Seattle defense and the Rams defense X each other out. They're both going to come up and they're going to play well. Stafford, the MVP this year, and he wants to solidify his Hall of Fame status this year, and the second Super Bowl would definitely do that. I think he's already first ballot, but a second Super Bowl would definitely solidify that. But Sam Darnold, man, it's all on if he didn't have to do anything last game. No. He didn't have to do anything against the 49ers at all. And his big bugaboo when he was with Minnesota last year was when stuff got tough, he didn't show up. And he would turn the ball over in the worst situations. And so what they were able to do is mitigate his effect on the game, run the ball, and defense played their butts off against the 49ers. He's not going to get that against the Rams. He's going to have to show up and play. And he's going to have to get JSN the ball. Kenneth Walker, they lost Charbonnet, which is huge. Charbonnet is like that. He's like the heart and soul of that offense. And so that is going to be huge. And so because of that, me not trusting Darnold, them not having Charbonnet, I think the Rams take it. Even though Seattle is probably the toughest place to play in all the NFL.
I had the Rams before the season even started, so I got to stick with them. Especially now with Bo Nix out.
So whoever wins the NFC matchups needs to go ahead and win the Super Bowl because New England wins. That means they have 7, and we can't have that.
Yeah, we can't allow that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I was cool with Brady winning them,
right?
But like, nah.
You can't let the Patriots have the most Super Bowls in the NFL history.
Nah, absolutely not. It don't even sound right. It don't even feel right.
You don't.
So yeah, before we let you go, though, I know there's a lot of football we got to get to. Because I got to get to shoveling too here soon, Bryce. We can't keep putting this off too long.
How much did y'all get?
Oh my goodness. It looks like at least a couple feet out there.
Couple feet?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Nah, come on.
Yeah,
you just got some wind drifts.
No, all seriousness though, it's probably about. It looks like about maybe about a foot, maybe.
Is home base Fort Wayne for both of you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're about from Fort Wayne.
I'm on the southwest side, and he's on the northeast side. So
I'm on the northeast side. Yep.
Okay. Nice.
Yep. Grew up on the south side though. That's why I'm an archer. So
Yep.
Grew up there. So yeah. Before we let you go though, I want you to plug your show. I'm a big fan of your show, which was a big reason I brought you on. Plug your show, please, because I want people to check it out.
So come and check out me and Charlie Batch on the Snap Count. You can find us on YouTube at Big Play Pittsburgh. We're also on wherever you listen to your podcast. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. You can also find us on X under Snap Count Show. We every Monday at 7 p.m. we give you the real from the Steelers' perspective, from people who have done it, been there before, played the game, and know how to talk about it. And so me and Charlie have a lot of fun on the show. We're going to really dive deep into this off season. Obviously, tomorrow's show is going to be heavily about Mike McCarthy and what's going on, what the plan is for Steeler Nation. So come check us out, man. And I appreciate y'all, fellas, for having me on as well. Let's do this again.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure, Trey. Thank you so much for coming on, and make sure you guys check him out and enjoy Mike McCarthy, because as a Packers fan, I enjoyed him for a little bit.
Yeah, he wore out his welcome. He wore out his welcome.
So, yeah, thank you so much, Trey.
I appreciate it, fellas. Have a good one.